That's where I'm at. I probably shouldn't have done that other flute yet, because what I probably should have done is come on in and just set it up to have a final fluting instead of, but oh well. I wonder if I can blast that across. Not that one. This one. Yeah, it worked. It did what I needed it to do. Blew off something. That scooping hard really helps. See, I went obliquely a little bit and trying to blast. Don't want rough burrs or anything. And I don't want it very sharp either. Big push. Want a big push. See, when you get it set up right with your contour right and go obliquely and everything, see that little flake there ran that far, which, you know, isn't bad. It's almost like a regular rock run, kind of. Almost, not really. I don't recommend anybody work johnstone or highway marker buttons or floor tile porcelain unless you worked a bunch of other stuff, because it can be too intimidating and discouraging, and it's the fault of the rock, not of you. So I don't think it's good for helping people's skill with other materials. It's better, and I also don't think it's good for helping people's self-confidence. Okay, I don't really think this is going to work. But what I've done is work from there down to here, and then took there, and I'm just going to go ahead and take a shot at this crap from this side. And I could have waited to come in a little more, but I can always keep coming in on this side and get it from the other if this fails. So, kind of goofing off. and it did about what I would have expected. What I did was it half failed and half succeeded. It took off part of it and bypassed it over here and ran on out, but it half hinged on that thing and stopped right there. So, but that's okay. We're still gonna come in, and that goes back to what I'm saying about, hey, know what you can get away with. I didn't really make anything worse, but still, you very easily can make stuff worse. All right. Sorry to have gotten into the tedious part on you, but I get mixed feedback online. You know, some people say, oh, well, we like seeing the long version and stuff so you can see the whole process. And I guess if I post that, it's best for everybody because you don't have to watch it if you don't want, and you can watch it if you do want. So, oh well. I think I will go back and try the, dang. What did I do with the other? Oh, there it is. I think I'm going to go back and try my leather another time just to refresh my memory regarding what I can get away with for future purposes. It's working. It does some weird stuff though. I don't know if you can see this or not. That flake, let me find something to point at it with. That flake ran into here and there was like a little high spot here, and it narrowed dramatically and flowed through the little high spot and then widened out again and came down here and hit another high spot and died. It's like a bottleneck right here. And I mean, I don't think I've ever seen that before on normal rock. And that one just died, so. Crummy edge quality. Okay, so now I'm going to skip all this mess and come in from the side. And try an oblique solution. That worked pretty well. Crummy edges. Where? It's amazing how I just lose stuff all the time around here. It's crazy. Fine. I don't know where my little bopper went. My little solid. With this kind of material, I like to turn stuff sometimes with a bopper better than I do with a brader, because the brader just rounds it off and makes it mush. This stinks. Should have tried that one on leather. All right. I probably could have just left that like it was and just dang. Yeah, you know what? Oh yeah. All right, I'm gonna take one more shot at getting that thing off, and then I'm gonna take a shot at fluting the other side and do something with this base and forget about it. Forget about it. This is so not gonna work. The question is, will it just not work, or will I make it much, much worse? Don't know. Are you ready? Okay, hang on. Ran it right into it, didn't go. So now we're going to try and go, see how that did? We're going to try and go up and then down. I'm going to oblique it and go like this. And that did kind of like that same as that other one did, where it got narrow right there and then ran on and lowered the top of it, but didn't get the whole thing. But it did curve down, you can see, kind of curve down. I'm going to try and go up above it one more and do that again and see if I can curve down some of that top part. And that ran downward and got into there. Now I gotta try and decide. I can't pick that off because it's just damaged. So I can either leave it and say, oh look, it's a real point. Or I can try and blast it like a big dog from the other side. What do you recommend? I'm going to come all the way down. Try and isolate it. Yeah, I got a divot there, or a little, I don't know what you call it. Ooh, this is so problematic looking. Don't care. Ain't gonna work. Didn't work. Ran up against it. Okay, so where is my picker? We're gonna get crazy. Sharpen this sucker up. Kind of get one chance because you want to round this sucker off. Didn't work. And I mean, that pulled it off, but I had to push in too much on it. Kind of slightly divoted it, but it did get a lot of it off. And so now I'll try it from the other side. I know, but still. Whatever. Okay, so now what I want to do is, that's kind of narrow and everything, so I'm going to take another shot along here. I know. Isolate it a bit. Don't know what that's going to do, but it's really too close to the center line. Kind of blew it up, but it widened it a bit at the bottom and blended, so it's all right. Okay, so then I'm going to turn it and go the other way. Hang in there. I'm almost quitting. I mean, it kind of looks like a Clovis. It's sort of a middle of the road Clovis. Get it? Get it? I don't like that platform. Well, I think you need to wish me luck on this one. Stretch it tight. Oh man, I don't know. Oh well. I didn't do squat. Told you I didn't like that platform. It wasn't a tenth strong enough. Okay. So you know what I'm gonna do. Come on in and remake it a little. I could always shoot it from the side, but that would just be crazy. People would think I was a wild man. See that little nasty divot thing? Isn't that terrible? You notice how I hit that even though I knew it wasn't right? Don't do that. Don't do that. It's not a good idea. Especially when you're working this kind of crap. Well, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Actually, I'm developing an idea though. Okay, see that little step thing is still there? And I don't want to just keep coming in and losing length. And so I'm asking myself, okay, what would an old boy do? And of course, we know the answer is he wouldn't make it out of a... Ah! Sorry. Hang on, are you still there? Hang on, I'll be right back.